Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. We're at 380. I always got to look. I always lose track. So I did make some changes, Kevin. Hopefully you saw that. I added your 23 and your 24 mock because I liked your D&D one, so I did that one. And then I added
Thank you, that's awesome.
Jesse and Larry's and EJ's award-winning mosaic in there too, because I'm sure they wanted to show that off. So
we start over and add all of Moto's mock, please.
We have to have his. Moto's mocks are in there.
Nobody. I want to know what that picture with the lip was all about, Reed. Are you trying to get sympathy or something?
Which one?
There's one with you giving it all the sour face, like giving it big lip.
You didn't notice that was my cop. My cop was with his angel wings there. You didn't realize that's what that was. After my cop became deceased in D&D, so I figured.
Wait, who's my cap? I've never heard of my cap. Who's my cap?
I don't know, but he was. Since there was angel wings, I figured I would show a sad face for him. I changed some stuff on the ending one too a little bit. I'm always still kind of working on those. It's a work in progress. They always change. Luckily, it's a neat program, so I have Movie Studio, and I can just kind of go in but the problem is hunting down pictures, which I was looking for one for absolutely forever, and then I was like, oh, there. And then I think I found it. I can't remember if I did or not. But changed what I could change. Changed what I could find. How was Moto this evening?
Good. I'm glad I get to go first because I'm really tired.
Big screen.
I've had a heck of a week.
Yeah, your idea submission got approved.
Yeah, the idea submission got approved. I just checked on it. It's
Oh.
got
Jenga Tower?
let's see, 368 is where it stands right now.
Very good.
So trying to get that first 1,000, that's what I heard is the hardest part of it. And then I also so I'm all ready for brick slopes now. I've got my custom.
Holy moly.
Wow, nice. That's awesome.
Jenga.
And it's modeled after the original 19. Was it 19? I can't remember.
Box with a little fold, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Does it not come that way anymore?
no, it's totally Hasbro's done a really redesigned the fonts and everything.
Mm.
But yeah, Lego Ideas, they won't let you put any branding on there. You can't make your own box art. Can't have your own logos. So I have the mock separate from the Ideas. So the Ideas one is over there. And then this one, I went out and had someone, I ordered custom print bricks.
Nice.
So I call this one Jenka. So I've got a Jenka playable set and I've got the Jenka sculpture. So
I put the link in the chat too. The link's in there to the ideas, Moto's ideas set there.
Thanks.
Folks.
Yeah, I put it in the private chat. I can't post the links. But...
You drink Sanka while you play Jenka?
You know, that coffee's probably from around the same time period, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Pop open a tab.
Yep.
Nice.
And then I have another project I just finished today. And this one, I don't know if you want to put it in the chat. You can if you want. I don't know if it's worth anything. But I just finished I designed a, it's not mills, but it's a hexagon that's based around mills.
No,
So
kind of like what Ben does.
So that's what inspired me. I liked what Ben does, but he uses a lot of sideways stuff. And this one actually uses a Mills Technic system going around the edge. So you can pin in and connect all the hexagons together if you wanted.
All right.
So I've got the studio file, the instructions, the part list, the images, and a PowerPoint presentation all in that Google Drive.
And a partridge in a pear tree?
And a partridge in a pear tree. So if anybody wants to do some sort of hexagon tessellated layout where every build is different, but it has a common theme. So that was the idea is, you know, it's like habitats, you're right? Every habitat's different, but it's big. It's like a biome. So it's bigger than a 48 base plate. It's a pretty massive hexagon. So it'd give you a lot of room to really build something out, and then your neighbor would have a lot of room too, or you could join two of them together, or mix and match, however you want. So all of that is ready and ready for the lug meeting tomorrow.
Nice.
Very good.
That's why I'm kind of wiped out. I got up super early to start working on that before work, and then did work, and then I came back and took some pictures and finished. I keep messing with the studio file to get the instructions tweaked and things. That's what I've been up to. Other than that, I'll probably just drop and watch you guys from the chat until I fall asleep.
That's generally what everybody does. So, you know.
Yeah. How have your
Everybody?
Yes, everybody.
Well, there were times when even you, Reed, fell asleep and the stream just kept going.
Yes, yes. I mean, those
It
days.
was like
those
it
days
was
are
like a
fun.
ghost. It was like a ghost ship. It was just kept sailing.
You know, I like when that happens.
Me too, Reed. Me too, Reed.
We got a half and half tonight. There we go. Cool.
So I'll take it easy. I also got all my cool Bricklink parts to make more of those hexagon bases. Sorry about that.
Nice, nice.
You need
round plates.
You do need round plates in order to get the corners to all work and line up, and some specialized snot bricks, and lots of you need 3 Technic hinges on each corner. Or no, sorry, just regular brick hinges. Not what was this thinking Technic? And then you need lots of these little guys to finish up.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that are close enough to 60 degrees to kind of emulate the edge.
Hello, Panda. Hello, Steve. Hello, Jude. Hello, Jeff Snavely. Hello, MJ Bay.
This guy's the first one.
Hello, Johnny
sent
G.
that Google Drive thing, because I wanted him to check out that hexagonal thing to vet it and see if it's a good idea or not. So he'll be able to weigh in as well.
What's up, Johnny G?
Other than that, I'll bail out and someone else can take over chatting what they've done this week.
Well, thanks for joining us, Moto.
Yeah. I got up at 2 a.m, so I'm fading fast. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, good to see you.
See you.
The Moto check-in.
No castle haters tonight. It's D&D night, so nobody can hit castle tonight. So.
It's only castle lovers, Reed. Tell him.
Yes, Moto. Now start taking minutes.
What's Jesse working on tonight?
Bah. Just making adversaries for you guys to fight.
Oh, we don't fight. We just talk. We
Yeah,
converse
you can
with
just
the enemy.
negotiate, I guess.
We negotiate them to give back our wagons because we keep walking away from our
Let's get
wagons.
lucky.
Hello, Scott Blocks.
Spooky.
What's up, Scott? How you doing, brother?
Yeah. I'm sure after what I sent, after I already mailed something else out, Scott's going to be talking to me now too. Look, Reed mailed stuff out. I better talk to Reed too.
Oh, really? Should I expect an advent calendar then?
I still decide I have to still decide if I want to sell that. That is kind of not on the
Jesse liked that one. He's like, Brett was quick on.
Yeah. Might be some puzzles in the future here.
Oh,
Ooh,
puzzles.
Yeah.
They're terrible. And our puzzle breaker's not here this week again.
Yeah, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna all die. That's fine.
It's all right,
Kevin, you ready to start being a dungeon master again, right? Because our party's gonna die tonight. No.
No, thank you, though.
No.
I was going to say.
You don't have that big dungeon from Chicago from last year still built and ready to be used?
I still got most of it, but
Can we get Duju to run the book to see how quick Reed goes out tonight?
Well, we can always do some. Once they're dead, we'll just go do some side quests with the Chaos Crew. They're at level 20 and bored out of their minds at the Restful Lilies. So Oh yeah. Steve wants to know if you're eating ice cream with tortilla chips there.
no, this is like almost like an oversized pico de gallo. Not ice cream, Steve. Come on, you know me better than that. And then I've got some toasted bread with cheese spread on it. So made myself kind of a dinner right before we started.
Nice. I just have parts laying here. I don't really have a project for tonight.
I got one of these from Eclipse Graphics, Brick Warriors.
Oh, I do have some stuff coming from which one is that?
Warlock.
I do have we're doing something for the. We're doing kind of a collab within our lug, and so I bought some stuff from Crazy Bricks recently. Hopefully that stuff will come soon. Nice.
That looks cool as, Jesse. Cool
Yeah.
as.
Brett,
Warlock.
you don't need any more castle figures. You've already said that, so you don't want that.
Mr. Wagner, haven't they just brought out a new Star Wars set?
That's so last week, Brett. Come on.
No, it's so $1,000.
What is that?
Right.
Is that the hard drive, Jesse?
Right? It is the laptop piece, but it's molded to look like an evil.
Like a tome of some sort.
Home.
Nice.
See if it opens.
Nice.
Does it open like a laptop? I'm not sure. Looks like it. Maybe not. Oh yeah. Oh well, it's separated. It's just two-sided. I see. Squeezes together.
Nice.
Hey, Reed, I got a question for you.
I might have an answer.
I know this is one I've never asked you. I've asked other people, but I've never asked you it. And considering you have a storage, I think it's a good question, actually. You go to a lot of shows.
To Verada.
Have you got any of the Citizen Brick figures, Reed?
I don't know which. I'm trying to think who I have. I have a couple figures. Not sure who made them. If it was a Citizen or whatever. I have to look and see. I did do like if they're the ones that do like some of the parody stuff. I do have like the Weird Al Yankovic and I have a couple things like that. So I might have a few things.
I didn't know there was a Weird Al figure. I'll have to get that one.
Yeah, it's like parody singer or something. I mean, I have that one.
Yeah.
I have like I have the man Leia type thing for like the Comic-Con person type thing. So I have a couple things, but I don't buy a lot of stuff. I bought weapons from Brick Warriors and instruments. So like the do I have anything on this thing? They brought part of my disco. I don't know. Well, actually, that's the other top layer. So I mean, I bought some stuff from that place. So let's see here. Foot. Oh, crap. Foot. Oh.
What are you doing, Reed?
My foot still hurts. I'm grabbing something here. Hold on. So let's see here. If I can show this, I got to rebuild
that problem if you bought Air Maxes.
So, like the horns, these horns here, these are Brick Warriors. So it's almost like a giant French horn type kind of thing. So
Yeah, Moto, and a boomstick too. That would be helpful.
So this guy here. So these like this stuff, like the medieval type style, like horns and stuff, I've bought from like Brick Warriors and stuff. Some of their items. The horn that Tim is holding. Where is Tim? Right there. That horn.
Hey, excuse me. How many
What
of
you
them
do now,
gold
Brad?
How many of them gold pieces have you got? Have you got enough there? I've only got one in the whole 3 actually. I've just
Of
looked.
which one?
The gold piece at the bottom. The railing at the front.
Oh, I got tons of those. Those are on.
Yeah.
We're going to have to talk. Buddy, where you been all my life?
Those are on the wall. I mean, actually, how do you get some of those? I can get some of those.
Reed, you say the Lego wall like I go to a Lego shop. I've never been to one, buddy. Never.
Well,
Why do you want to sell minifigure packs?
One of the guys that I buy some of my brick from.
Hello,
has
you.
bags of those still, I think.
What's up, Zizou? Yeah, no. For sure. Definitely going to have to come to America now. We've got to go to Reed's house.
I didn't realize. Yeah, they've had those on the wall.
That's why most tourists come to America to see Reed's house.
Well, listen, and to plant one of them, what's his names? Them Apple trackers on his truck, so that when he goes to storage, Mr. Wagner, remember we got a deal. Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you figure out where it is. You still got to figure out how to get into it. That's without being seen and without any of my neighbors telling me, "Hey, there's some."
Wait, you have white brick separators? I never heard of those.
There's some weird people taking crap out of your unit. Like, oh yeah, okay, be right there.
Reed.
You don't want people touching your unit, Reed?
Do you not know which country I come from, Reed?
Beware, I got protection.
Is it a pretty big unit, Reed?
No,
I mean,
it's only like probably 600 square feet, 700. Not that big.
I mean, I could be cheeky, Reed, and say the last time the British come to America, it didn't end well. You know.
I'll just make sure that I'll make sure once that happens, I'll make sure all I'll move all the boxes that are in the back that have all the textbooks and stuff from.
Touche, Steve.
I'll put them near the door so that when you trip the trap door, it'll all those will fall on you instead of finding the Lego stuff.
Reed, is your storage like Sheldon's in The Big Bang? Have you got all the computers you've ever owned, every tennis ball you've ever hit, every golf
all
club?
3 computers?
Well, since I've got 1, 2, 3 of the computers here, there's a couple out there. A lot of the hard drives are out there, old hard drives and stuff that that didn't make muster on the future machines. No, I mean there's stuff. I got stuff other than Lego out there. I'm trying to keep it out of the way, but I still have that stuff there. I have too much stuff.
Yeah, as
Is that
Jesse
a
said,
Brickman nano bricks?
keep shipping, Reed. I'll expect a package soon.
Keep thinking that.
Listen, positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes, Reed. Come on. You know, look, me and Mr. Hinkle still have hope that you're going to find a lady friend. You know, anything's possible.
Hello, Marcus.
I might freeze over before that happens, but yeah.
But look, you know, when it does, just make sure you send my open counter.
Before hell freezes over, I'll try to remember that. I don't make any promises though. I'll take this apart before the next show. I don't want to do too much anyways because it's fun night tonight.
Is that your fun voice, Reed?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of voice I'm going to use. Something to drive all of you totally bananas is my goal. And get me killed off right away so that I'm no longer part of the party. The voice does not have to be heard.
Did you hear that, Jesse?
When you say things like that, Reed.
Oh, you know.
There's got to be a victim, Reed. Sorry, buddy. This is why I don't play D&D.
Gonna boycott all your players.
Nice.
Looking for the haunted house scene? We got them in at our Costco, but I didn't pick any up because I have the original and I had other stuff I'd rather get instead.
Let's see.
Got a bunch of these Ninjago spinner things. These clear, trans clear
Mm-hmm.
dragon pieces. You can make it some magical aura thing. Or
How do
Yeah, I
they?
was trying to figure out how to use those too.
How do they clip onto anything?
there's inside you can clip onto a bar right there,
Oh, okay.
and there's a bar on both ends, and you can actually poke through to that bar through here. So you could you could get to that bar a couple different ways. I'll attach so you could definitely attach like a clip to that bar right there.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
Or I don't know how to go through the other way, but there's definitely an opening.
Maybe a lightsaber blade or something, perhaps.
It might not be big enough for a cylinder. No.
Oh, that is weird. Didn't notice that.
What?
That bar is just sitting there.
Yeah.
There's
well,
that opening in the side, and the bar is just sticking out. Interesting. I thought it was attached for some reason.
yeah. Well, it's attached on one end, and then
Yep.
you can kind of poke through to
A
attach it.
lightsaber blade would probably be too big then, huh?
Well, it's attaching. It is a lightsaber blade on the inside. That's the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, a lightsaber hilt would probably go in there. So that's
Yep.
Oh.
Like this. Get these to insert in.
Oh, Technic too. Yeah.
Like a candle would work with that too.
yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, the other. Oh, yeah, the candlestick. Yeah.
Got those torch. Yeah. Ooh, that doesn't quite go through. You can probably force it in there.
The candle?
This piece.
Oh, the telescope or whatever?
Yeah. The. Oh wait. Nope. Yeah, the candle piece might be.
Oh, yeah, you got to force that one too. That gets stuck.
Oh, flex
So-
tube.
It's a weird diameter.
Maybe perhaps.
It is. It's a weird opening to get to it. Like they intended, I think.
Yeah.
In there.
Well, that's why the Technic pin works, because the pins with the separation at the other end, it has a little give. So it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like you're forcing it. But now that I'm doing it, I can tell, yeah, that's actually stressing the pin a little bit when I do that. Interesting. That's odd.
Steven mentioned in the chat flex tube. Would flex tube work?
I don't think I have any handy. I don't know that it would.
The candlestick holder fits decently. Going through there.
And those are on the new spinners that are out right now.
It's tight though. So, I think but it does get into there. Yeah, it's the new Dragon Rising.
Guess I'll have to take a look.
Oof.
Yeah, it almost fits.
That seems
It almost fits the handle / bar. So whatever fits over a bar would kind of fit over this.
Looks like Mr. Hinkle will not be joining us this week.
You are full of false promises, Reed.
Yeah.
He is in the vehicle driving to a party.
Party.
That's
Yeah,
all right. We see where his priorities lie.
Yeah, I know. We tried.
Playing D&D tonight. It's Daggerheart. So. Be a pretty short appearance if he did pop in.
Just because you leave doesn't mean everything else in the world ends, Jesse. The show does go on without you.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes to my channel. Started out some other Ninjago's kits. Got these opalescent rock-like pieces.
Ooh, which ones are those in?
Ninjago sets.
Ninja, yeah, it came in. There was only one in each set, so I had to open 2 sets to get these 2 pieces.
Trans purple sparkle.
Trans
Ooh.
purple sparkle, and then yeah, some of the
That's your nickname in high school, Reed?
It was.
I think,
swords.
don't quote me on it, Reed. Maybe on the Lego parts page, there's a 1x2 with an angled corner so that you can tuck it underwater.
Oh, is that a trans clear
I think it's an opalescent ninja sword.
katana?
Katana, yeah.
Does it glow in the dark, Jesse?
It's I don't think it glows in the dark, but it's like that kind of sparkly opalescent color. Hard to show on the screen, but
Kind of nice, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff out there right now. Trying to figure out what can I buy?
opened up that many Ninjago guys and a bunch of bad guys to add to the army.
Your army of darkness.
Yep, the wolf mask dudes, and then I have
Yeah, I got a bunch of those guys.
finally got some of the new dragon head sculpt guys.
I bought some of the Lord Ross when I was
Okay.
up. Some of these guys.
Yep. Let's put one of those together now.
I bought some of these guys when I was up at
Oh yeah, that one's cool with that.
Green Bay. So yeah. I got some of those guys. They'll make appearances somewhere in the mock somewhere.
See you. Good night, Mudu.
Night,
Have
Moto.
good night, Moto.
How much fear did I end with?
Too much, obviously.
I
I'm
know.
afraid to ask.
Somewhere in my notes, somewhere I'd have to look.
I might go back and watch. But then you took a long rest, so I might just reset the fear. It was loaded though.
Man, oh.
2 to 4 fear at most. Okay, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll look. Oh, it gets close to time. I'll look at my paperwork. I gotta move the disco out here now. The disco is in the way.
I was just gonna start with 1 per player and then roll a dice anyway.
Get this belt. I'll do this tomorrow. Fix this. Finish it up. All right, here they are. That's right. I built them. I built those guys too. Those are the sealed packs, but these are the built ones. So
Yeah.
pretty cool. I like these pieces here. I might have to figure out a way to use those red ones somehow.
That's what I put on Vecna when you guys are fighting them.
Oh, maybe I'll have to put them. Maybe I'll have to put them on a dice tower somehow.
New dice tower.
Need to make one at some point. This one's okay. It's been there.
Yeah, I should make a dice tower then.
Need to make it a couple feet taller. It's not tall enough. Not tall enough. Let's see how tall is it.
Need a fear token tray that sits right
It's
here.
only a foot tall. It needs to be at least 2-3 feet tall. I need more duration for the time frame for the dice to get from the top to the bottom.
Yep, nothing like delaying the results of your rolls. That helps everyone, Reed.
You know it, yeah. Well, that way when I'm rolling, maybe I'll save it for when I'll keep it for when the chaos crew reunites. That way, when I'm rolling lots of dice, they don't hit each other and mess up when they hit the bottom. I had a dual tower dice tower at one point.
A DTDT.
So Steve said he checked off all his armor. So.
I wasn't really concerned with that comment, so I didn't bother to repeat it.
Your Steve.
No, that's Reed.
Steve's asking about armor. I think you just have pretend armor. Your skin is your armor. It's your dragon scales. It's your dracona.
When does that replenish?
If you take
When he molts and grows new ones.
When you take a rest, you choose what you want to clear.
Clear your sinuses, clear your head,
clear your bank
conscience.
Your armor had damage. Now it's gone. And then you switched your domain card. So you should just chuck your armor and go with your... It's like innate armor. I don't know.
How's that pneumonia coming, Reed?
I don't know. You'll know. If I don't show up one week, you'll know. You'll know it's going great when that happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. Comes and goes.
Get the serpent sickness from the Wither Wild.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm
living through my D&D character, So when he's sick, I'm sick.
You're living the dream, Reed.
The nightmare, more or less, but yes. There's all my pages. J.
It added some of these campaign frames to Demiplane.
Mess this up somehow. Somehow. Let's see here.
scheduled an episode. I don't know what that does. Anyway, I think it just.
What's up, AC? When isn't he, Steve?
Just make a death saving throw at the end of every turn.
I can do that. I might have to. I am going. Maybe. It's possible. Tune in
Hello,
next week to
alternate
find
candidate.
out.
Tune in.
Weekly updates.
About an hour or two. We'll find out.
Reed, I know why you're unwell. Because
I already know what you're going to say.
the last few streams, we haven't seen Mama Castle bring him down ice cream, see?
Oh, that's not what I expected.
No, I didn't think it would be, Mr. Wagner.
I'll just down this bottle of Advil. So that'll help.
See? You need that ice cream, Reed. You need that ice cream.
Ice cream a day keeps the sickness away.
I have a different version, Jesse, but whatever works, you know?
Medicinal ice cream.
That's it. Special.
Oh, you know, if I mix it with beer, it'll probably work better.
Oh. Don't even say that, please.
And this week, Friday night, Bricks comes from the emergency room.
Beer and ice cream, it's a good mix. You should know
It
that.
curdles in your stomach. So no.
That's right. Well, you know, if I don't talk, I'm perfectly fine. You guys finally figured out a way to shut up Reed's character voice. Just get him sick. Can't talk.
We figured it out.
Well, someone sent me this illness. Didn't you send it in the mail? That empty box I got the other day that just had that must have had that poisonous air. That wasn't you?
Reed, just have a puff on this cigarette quick.
Well, I know that didn't, I wore a mask when I played euchre last weekend, just so that wouldn't happen. I wouldn't get all those extra smoke fumes.
Yeah, listen, they do gas masks especially for that, so don't think a mask's gonna save you. Nice try. Buddy, I have no room to talk. I'm still coughing, so yeah, I can't say nothing.
I can't find the other one. I can wear this one. I'll just wear a mask. You guys will be fine.
No, don't get him started.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you sent, Steve? Anthrax? Thanks. Appreciate that. I got that. That's, you know. I'm ready. I'm ready to play now. See, it matches the ice bear cape, so I'm good. Perfect.
Please don't do that, Reed. I thought you was off to the post office. Geared up and ready to go.
You trying to put yourself asleep while you drive, Z?
Was he a Tesla owner?
Yeah, he probably has his the one he did, drive it self-driving mode.
That's a good one, Reed.
What's a good one? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not even here. I don't know what you're talking about.
For someone who ain't talking, you damn talking a lot.
No one else is talking.
Steven, that's not nice.
Could be both. Let's hope not. If it's a Speedo, I'm wearing it on the wrong spot of my body, that's for sure. This is the same cloth that I used for the capes for the ice bears, the initial stuff, and so we were making masks in 2020. One of my mom's friends, I was like, "Well, can you use this cloth to make me a couple masks?" So,
like, well, I use those for Speedos. I'm sure those would work for masks too.
And they work for sales on my Imperial flagship also.
Are you sure Mr. Hinkle didn't bring you that back from his last party?
Yes. I was spared G-strings. Yes, that's what they were. Yes, but I couldn't put this. This is way too many.
You know.
I don't know. I didn't catch its name as I was gouging it with my spear. I didn't ask its name.
You were gouging it with your spear?
Yeah, how do you think I got it tied? I had to kill it somehow.
I've had far too much letters for this. Please stop. Poor Reed. Reed, take that off, quick. Take it off before someone else puts something.
What are you doing?
Just a mask.
Thank you, Kevin. We're having debates about what that actually is.
Because I've been coughing all night. The difference I have learned, because I like to breathe through my mouth once in a while, other than just the nose. Well, if I have a mask, the air isn't as contaminated as it comes through the mouth. Mask, so I'm good.
Mr. Hinkle, the jury is out.
How can you see that I'm wearing a mask? You're supposed to be driving, watching the road, not watching me.
The jury's out. We don't believe that to be a mask.
Now I can't talk, breathe, or see. I'm golden now.
Yeah. You'll definitely make it to the FBI's at least number wanted 4.
You're saying he's a G-man?
Yep, with this nice shiny head right here, boy. Oh yeah.
What are you doing now, Reed?
Well, he is driving. Sarah's typing. So
He's
yeah.
getting himself
One.
banned from all public places, Mr. Wagner.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Sarah. I wouldn't mind. I don't care if Kevin has to see it.
The saddest part is I have to get prepared to do a third wave of shirts because I lost a button on my.
That's not the saddest part, Reed.
It is sad because I didn't know. I must have worked too hard today because I lost the button. Well, I have to wear it like Ralph and I wore it at Salt Lake. Just to wear it without the button because it's always a loose look,
You're saying your mask has a fly with a button?
Well, hats off to you, Reed. You've definitely made it interesting. Is it wrong of me to actually want you to die quickly?
I had a small mask, but I don't know where the hell it was. So.
Apparently, Kevin wants to know if there's a giveaway tonight, Reed.
No. D&D night. Too short of a night. Sorry. You're not here to give it away, so sorry.
Yeah, Reed's been promising that you will be coming on for the last couple of weeks.
When you come on and and showcase some of those new sketches you've been doing, maybe I'll give some away. How about I give some away that week? And you show up. How about next week? Since we won't be playing D&D next week, but next week we'll give something away. How's that sound, Kevin? Sure, I can find something in the collection to give away. And unfortunately, it won't be these purple shirts because I don't have any spares right now. So
it's all right. I've given up on the shirt. I know I'm not going to get one.
If you come visit us here in the U.S., you'll get one.
Yeah, Mr. Wagner, that's going to take a while. This finding a job malarkey is quite hard, you know.
You can't hear me? That's really too bad.
Sound like Darth Ice Bear, Reed.
Sounds like what?
A Darth Ice Bear.
Well,
Well, it sounded kind of like a growl. Very good.
I try. That's good. Then you just find someone else. Someone else will talk. That's good.
So, Kevin and Sarah, where are you off to this evening?
I better go to the other stream.
You're going to the other side. Have fun.
You're going to the dark side.
The dagger
That
side.
cookies over there. Might need it.
See, you got to lure the hinkle one. You got to lure the hinkle one.
Well, we'll have to. He's been working on some sketches. So, he's got to give us the rest of the purple one here.
Driving all the way to Austin for a birthday party? Wow. It's some birthday party.
You crazy kids have fun.
Has Jacob been building some of his birthday gifts for me?
He has. He's built, I think, 4 of them so far. Whenever he comes on, he's been building them, which is good.
Getting that castle bug. There we go. That's what we're dreaming of.
Mm-hmm.
The castle bug.
Maybe that's what you've got. Maybe you got the castle bug. That's causing you problems.
Could be. Might have to go to space where less chance of getting a castle bug. I'll just there he's got to worry about getting sucked into the vacuum of space. But
No one goes to space. Space is boring.
maybe I'll have to make some like yellow spaceships or something.
I don't know if you saw it, Reed, but Saturday night when Hoosier done a live stream, it was MJ Bay in his Lego room, and it was Johnny G in his Lego room. Now, if you guys have not watched it, both their rooms are absolutely amazing. It is worth watching. Johnny G has got some real classic sets, and he doesn't just collect Lego. He's a nostalgia nerd. He loves everything retro. And then obviously MJ's room with the castle. He's got the dragons all up in the air, etc., etc. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch, guys. It was a good stream. I know Reed's got to have MJ Bay on here at some point to again show off his Lego room. MJ does occasionally show people what he's got, and yeah, he's got all the elves, dragons. Again, I'm sure MJ would love to talk to Jesse about elves. You, Reed, have you met MJ, Reed? I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever asked you that.
I don't know. You'd have to come to Chicago, Nebraska, or possibly Colorado to met him. But
that was on Hoosier stream.
Yeah.
What was I doing? I was doing something Saturday. Oh, I got stuck into that one game on Saturday, and I didn't.
The one game you've been playing for 30 years.
Yeah. Actually, I shot some video of it earlier tonight on through.
So we could watch you play a 30-year-old game. Awesome.
Yeah. Look.
Kevin wants to know how your job's going, Reed.
Going fine.
Oh, that's silly, MJ Bay. He
Chicago
doesn't have the best memory these days.
Where did I meet you at, MJ? Was it Chicago, probably? Well, wait.
He's getting into his yellowing years, if you know what I mean. Kind of like the white bricks do over time, or the light bluish gray.
Which brick? Which was your first brick world? Let me jog the memory here. Let me turn on the computer up here. Remember, it's outdated. It's working off of Windows
3.11.
Yes. 3.11. Yeah, so it's a little outdated.
Poor Reed.
The processor's fine, but the
just like your computer system, Reed.
Oh, this one's good. 19.
I think he was there with Chop, and that's when he met you. When you and Chop
19.
were collabing when he done the.
Yeah, but all the pictures I was looking at, I thought showed that at being 22 when we did that.
MJ Bay, where are you from again?
I'm trying to remember what.
I know Johnny G's from the underworld.
We all knew that.
2019 as well as 2022. Yeah. Again, me and MJ talk a lot, and again, Reed comes up quite a bit because again, obviously, Chopper.
Nice. Not too far away. That's probably what, a 6-8 hour drive. Johnny G's drive is a little longer.
Yeah. Johnny G had a flood though earlier this year, I believe, and he's managed to get his Lego room or his man cave, whatever you want to call it, back to it. Like I say, guys, seriously, it was a good watch. You know, they've both got impressive rooms. We all have, you know. we all take it for granted. We all say we ain't got enough, but really, there's people out there that would love to have a fraction what any of us have got. Especially some people read. Hey.
This is where the Sarah McLachlan song should start playing.
Mm-hmm.
In the eyes of like all those. What is it? AFPCA commercials?
So MJ, do you go to the Brick Fair then? The Brick Fair shows, Virginia? That's the one. That's the third of. I still need to get there at some point.
Yeah, who here on the stream goes to Brick Fair in Virginia?
I need to get there. I went
In
to
the
New
chat,
England.
I'm saying.
Went to the New England one. I still need to get. I need to get to the Virginia one, but. I just got to go visit my friends folks out in Gettysburg, and then I'd be out in Pennsylvania. I'd like to, yeah. Well, I suppose I should probably head over to the other. Are you guys going to keep the show going over here?
At least for a little bit.
Okay, and like if you go to the media assets, there's a new one with ending with dates. It's right next to the one I did tonight. So
Might be able to figure out.
I'm gonna open this invite. Huh?
I said, don't die first.
Yeah, good luck. Don't be afraid.
I'm always afraid.
Yeah, right now. Well, not quite right now.
MJ Bay, can you not put a label on what we do, please? Because when you put a label on it, it feels all official.
Just as soon as I get the frick out of here, as soon as I can figure out where my email is.
Hi, AC. Thanks for joining us for a little bit.
That is just too much. Let's turn it down.
Catch you guys later.
Bye, Reed. Good luck.
Thank you.
Drink soup. Get soup in you. That'll make you feel better.
Finally. All right, guys. Welcome to Friday Night Bricks for Kicks. It's the after show. We talk about non-D&D or whatever it is they're playing over there.
Yeah. We do not talk about Reed's face mask anymore.
We do not. That was for the previous show you were watching. So, I've been on the lookout for the Kraken and Griffin figures from the vending machine, but they've been ridiculously expensive on Bricks and Pieces. Well, thanks for the inspiration, MJ Bay. I didn't think to name it until you said it. So, I'm hoping they come out on Bricks and Pieces. But Bricklink is like $15-20 a piece, which I'm not going to pay for, in hopes that they show up on Bricks and Pieces, which they should. But I have been trying to pick up the Republic, Republic Commandos, if they're called, which are ridiculously expensive. I think they're $25 a piece. Might have gotten down to 22 or 23. They come in the new turbo tank. It's called a like a Republic Juggernaut or something instead of the correct name. So they just keep renaming things. But those are ridiculous. So it'll cost you half of the price for the set just to get the 3 Republic Commandos. So we'll see. I'm hoping they show up in an advent calendar in the future or some other, like a mini vehicle like they've done with some of the other troopers that came out. But yeah, I would say the Kraken and the Griffin Knights are what I'm most excited for this year, if I can eventually get them. Definitely, you need them because you've already got all the factions you need, and you have no room for anything, Brett. Right?
No, I have plenty, Mr. Wagner. Mr. Wagner, listen, I ain't put nothing on the ceiling yet. We got loads of room. I'm in a bit of a conundrum, Mr. Wagner, and I've saved this for tonight because, yeah.
What's conundrum?
Well, I've got a problem. I keep looking at my layout, and now that the castle's been up for a couple of months, I'm happy with it. I've got no complaints. But I've also got a nagging itch to pull everything down and build again.
Well, you don't have to pull everything down. I would just look at starting to make modifications. And go ahead.
The problem I've got is ever since I've been into Castle, my main focus has always been on building castles.
Yep.
Now, externally of the castle, I've got the tree house, I've got the Hocus Pocus house, I've got the blacksmith, I've got the Avatar set with the dragon.
Avatar?
Yeah, you know the blue people with that pink tree with all the glow in the dark stuff, Mr.
Oh,
Wagner?
that one. Okay, I'm like, how in the world do you fit Avatar into a castle layout? But I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
In a British
I just
sort of
found
way.
it, I found it cheap, buddy, and I thought it was cool. It come with a dragon, you know, the tree looked cool. I just thought, yeah, whatever, for the price, I'm having it, and I did. But I've got a few buildings. I've also got an elves castle. I think Regina's Palace sitting over there. And I always build castles, and I always build big castles. What I'm arguing with is part of me says leave it alone. It's cool as it is. And the other half of me, and this is a 50-50 battle, says tear the castle down, pull all the made sets out, like you said, Mr. Wagner, and then rethink, but build a village rather than build a castle. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, like we say, put a joust in, a seating area for the king and queen. Do you know what I mean? I can do all these things that I can't do when I've got a whole table basically taken up by a castle.
Yep.
You know, so I'm on the 50-50. Half of me says just leave it as it is. It looks cool, you know. And the other half of me says, but yeah, pull everything down and have a go at making a village.
Well, can you look at having... Can you put a couple factions on either ends or on 3 or 4 sides of your layout and having all of that leading to kind of a central village or something like that?
To give you an idea, I've got 2 6-foot tables.
Mm-hmm.
On one 6-foot table, I've got the castle and 2 of the buildings. On the other table, I've got a custom build, a castle, a tree, and all the figures. So what I could do is, like you said, I could faction off one at each end and then have the village in the middle, so to speak. It is possible to do it, but it would be over the 2 tables. It's not one 12-foot layout. Do you get me? It's 2 6-foot tables. One layout ends and then you got a little lip and then the other layout starts and is a continuation. Yeah. But again,
so
with that,
And it's how wide are these tables again? Because we talked about this before, but I can't remember.
Yeah, 332s wide. So yeah, it's 3 wide, 5 long.
Okay, so and combined, it's 3 wide and 10 long. Or am I thinking of it wrong?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe 11.
Okay.
The
So-
second table's bigger than the first.
And which factions are your favorite?
Do you know what? I'm not, because I'm not, and I don't mean no disrespect to anybody who does collect armies, because I'm not an army builder.
Yeah.
I would rather have like little teams of thuggery. So I would rather have like 4 Dragon Knights come in, and then
Okay.
have like 4 Forestmen in town. You can have 4 knights. You're going to have like 10 peasants walking around. You get me blacksmith in the
Yeah.
shop.
So
All
maybe it's
these
just
things.
a village that's got, because what are the castle sets, like the actual castles you have right now that are on display?
The only castles I've got on display is the custom, which is the
Yep.
big mob.
Yep.
I've got the Dragon Knight's Fortress, which is the one with the raised base plate with the slope on. And then I've got the Elves Castle.
Okay.
All the castle stuff that I own is basically in the parts. And yeah, I can tell you which castles are in there. The Hidden Side Castle, the Vampire Knight Castle. I think 2 or 3 copies of the King's Castle are in there. I bought quite a lot of castle sets that were missing some bits, but you know, over the collection years, I've obviously got enough parts to be able to complete these sets again. I bought the Black Knight's Castle, the vintage one from 1980 something. I had that. I took that apart. Like I said, I got enough parts to build 10 castles.
Yep.
I got panels, you know, molded panels, all of that.
So if it were me, I would probably look at having maybe a castle on one end with a city/village surrounding it. So you got the castle, the village, and then maybe some countryside, maybe to another castle, or you've got some things out in the country. So you've got some components of it that are more village. You have things going on within the walls of your greater city, and then the other parts of it would be more forested, or you've got farm fields or whatever it would be. So it kind of goes from one transitions from the city out to the farmland.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So that's probably how I would do it if I had your collection in that layout. And if you've got 3 copies of the King's Castle and some of the other castles as well, you should have plenty of those 5x6 castle walls you could use either on the back side of it to like frame the front, or you could have a couple different divisions to have your inner castle. Maybe you've got your some wealthier homes, then you have your main entrance and your village market or something. I don't know, but something like that. That's how I would envision maybe doing it. And then using some of those builds, like maybe using the Sanderson house as a richer house within your city. So,
like you say, because I got that and the blacksmith, what I could do is split the two out, have one at each end, put the blacksmith one end and the hocus pocus the other. That way they both got, like you say, royalty behind castle walls. What's up, Hoosier?
Hey, Hoosier, how's it going?
Hmm?
Yeah, the peasants are still the most interesting ones, that's for sure. I did, Nikki. Thank you very much.
Hey, Nikki.
I keep getting Lego from you. It's awesome, but you don't need to keep sending me that. I appreciate it, though.
Listen, spare castle,
great.
Spare castle. You know where to send it. Wink, wink.
No, not castles. Not castle bricks.
No, I'm just pulling your chain. I just thought again, I'm on point tonight, as you saw with Reed.
Yep. And I assume you're getting ready for brick slopes, Nikki? And will you be bringing your shining layout, your shinning layout to Brick Slopes, Utah? Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make it next year. We'll see.
All the awesomeness, all the awesomeness. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I'm poised with that decision still. But again, I appreciate the advice, Mr. Wagner. That's definitely a different approach on it.
Yeah,
go on.
No, go ahead.
I've also undertook another challenge, and that's with little man. He's 7 in about 3 weeks, and he gets the Orient Express that's behind me, which is his birthday and Christmas present.
Nice.
He's been going on about it all year. The wife doesn't spend as much on the other children, so he had to have it as a joint present because it's so expensive. But we bought it brand new, direct from Lego. And what I'm going to do with him is, because of all of what I've got here still, even though I got rid of so much, we are going to build his first layout, and I'm going to teach him, because we're going to have the Emerald Knight and the Orient. He's going to build a display with me, and we're going to do it together. So,
that's awesome.
Not only have I got my brain fighting itself, do I take my own mock down and build it? I'm building one with Little Man as well.
Yeah, that's great.
I want him to know, I didn't get to where I am by just jumping the gun. It took a lot of builds that didn't look good, that I weren't prepared to show, before I got to the point where I can look at it and say, I built that and I'm proud,
Yep.
And again, that's why I came on YouTube. I had tons of Lego before I came on YouTube. And I came on here for the people and the experience. And I've met some bangers.
Wait, for these people that are in chat, you came on here for them?
Everyone. Just to have people that I can talk Lego with. Because when the wife lost interest, Mr. Wagner, when she lost interest in Harry Potter, I'm sitting going, did you see this new set? And she's like, And I'm like, I need someone that's going to get excited with me about a new set, Hence,
yeah. Well, it's too bad you don't have a good lug around.
Well, this is the thing. I'd have to travel it just wouldn't be viable. I'd be better to just buy direct from Lego. By the time I travel up there to lug meetings and shows and all the rest of it, I might as well just buy the brick direct myself anyway. It is a bit sad that there isn't nothing like that down this end of the country. The fact that I've got 2 or 3 castles around me. I'd love to approach one of the castles and say, would you show my work, Again, it's good for visitors, I know it happens quite a bit in the US when you build something fabulous. People ask if it can be shown in places in, bricks and minifigs. Again, at conventions, a lot of people display. Here in the UK, I've got nowhere to display. The only people that see my builds are the people that come in my house.
Yeah. Or that see you on YouTube, right?
Sorry?
Or that see you on YouTube.
Yeah. Again, I've got a few people. I bought some stuff off Marketplace here, and people said, "Oh, what's your channel name?" And I always give it to them.
Yeah, exactly. Brett Lug. You're in Brett Lug. Just start your own lug, Brett.
Yeah. I tried that, and we got done for fraud.
How that happened?
Well, they left me in charge, Mr. Wagner.
Yeah. That is a mistake.
Yeah. It's nice to see you.
That's true.
It's nice to see Hoosier in the chat.
Indeed. It's been a little while since he's been on, when I've been on.
Yeah. Hoosier. I bigged up the Saturday night stream earlier. I told Reed and Mr. Wagner and said others to go back and watch it.
You did.
Yeah. It was a good stream. Like I say, like Johnny G collects a lot of interesting things. He collects He-Man, vintage Lego, just cool stuff. He also collects Star Wars, Mr. Wagner. But yeah, I just turned away for that because all I see is Lego parts. So.
Brett.
Reed, you better not be dead already. He's only been gone 20 minutes. That was quick. Yeah, no, MJ's got a nice layout as well. Again, the dragons. He's got some other stuff. He's got the new King's Castle. See, yeah, MJ does the Newcastle Lego where I don't. He's just got the new 3-in-1 castle, and he finished that, and he said it wasn't bad.
Oh yeah, those are decent figures too. I'm looking forward to that myself.
Now he's got the train and all the rest of it's done, Mr. Wagner. The next set for me is Rivendell. That's the only set I want. Once I've got that, then...
Larry's eating a player that he's having technical difficulties with? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's probably why Nikki jumped on, because she was waiting too.
Reed, did you plug your old computer in again?
You have to get the crankshaft going to get it started?
It's still dialing up, Mr. Wagner.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'd like to get the Hobbit hole as well. The new one, not the OG one. I'd imagine the OG one's probably as expensive as Rivendell now, but yeah.
Yeah, and so that's where the Shire wouldn't be a bad set to add in your countryside, right?
Right.
So you look and see how these sets actually fit into what I want my display to look like, because I could see how that modular, that's the Tudor house, might actually work in your layout if you made some small modifications to it, right?
Well, again, that was one that was on the radar, Mr. Wagner, because before it was Rivendell.
Yep.
This year before I bought the Orient for him,
yeah,
it was supposed to be like I was supposed to be invested in Castle, and yeah, just due to finances and whatnot, the price of everything going up in real life.
Yep.
The Castle set never got bought, so that's why I'm like Rivendell, and I'm adamant that it will be Rivendell because again, I forfeited my turn to let him get the train that he's been obsessing over, and again, I'm happy that he's got what he wants, but come after Christmas, my finance is going to Rivendell, and it will be here and it will be built as it looks. As it looks on the box, I don't want to change it. I just want to add it to the layout,
Yeah, that's one that would be kind of hard to modify and still look decent.
Again, Mr. Wagner, it's been a while since a Lego Techniques wowed me, and that roof technique, when I saw it with the tiles, that wowed me, and I thought I want to have a go at that. So again, it's just more reason for me to have that set. But there was other, like you say, there was other, the Tudor house, the D&D set. I've pretty much got pick of what I want. I wanted the OG Market Street that MJ's got, and again,
the Market Street or the medieval market.
The medieval market, is it the first one?
Yep.
Yeah. because
And that
that's
one is cool, but it's a little too simple in some respects. So I would think the new medieval might be a better edition, maybe. But some of the buildings are pretty basic in the medieval marketplace. Although I have combining that with the village, the mill raid is a decent combination. Those are both about on par for how complicated they are.
yeah. And again, like you say, if I was to get the market, then yeah, my next goal that I would be shooting for after that would be the windmill with the other bits to go with it. Like you
Yeah.
say, I'm not hell bent on having that joust set. I will build my own when the time comes. You know, I've practiced already, and yeah, you know, I like the joust set. It is good. It is unique. It's probably worth the money, but it's not something that I find eye candy. You know, Rivendell to me is eye candy. The original OG market is eye candy. I look at it and I
Love
think,
the Joust. The Joust is one of my favorite castle sets. Because it was one of the first ones where they went above and beyond on the details on it. So, and they had the upgraded Black Falcon Knight, and I'm a big fan of the Joust.
I mean, again, I've got dwarves that I can go into, and
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of other areas still.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
got,
no, there are too many options, so you got to go with what you want.
well, again, Mr. Wagner, if I had the space, I've got enough room to build a dock on the end of this and put,
Oh, that would be cool too.
you know, but I just don't have the room. It's the common Lego problem, you know, and
Yep.
this is why I'm more in the village mindset. Like you said, I've always built castle, but I'd like to have maybe 4 or 5 static buildings and, you know, stuff going on, you know, a fountain in the middle of the layout, you know, where all the figures get together and whatnot.
Yep.
Again, I'm just going to fight with it a bit longer. I think, you know, I've had some good advice. You give me some epic ideas. I've just got to let it fight itself out and see which half of my brain wins. Really, I suppose.
Yeah. I got to start building my evergreen castle layout. I've been meaning to get around to that for a while and haven't yet.
I keep thinking that I should tidy my room and have a clear out because I've got some non-Lego stuff under the tables taking up space.
I'll get that out of there.
Yeah, but you say that, Mr. Wagner.
I know it's easy to say that. It's hard to find spots for it. So I did a draft recently, and then picked up the 4 Avatar tails that came in as extras in the set. So drafted them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but hopefully they'll come in handy at some point.
I actually like the dragon in that set. It's very unusual. That's what made me buy the set. You know, it weren't the little blue people to add to the village. It wasn't that at all. But then the tree, I think, is pretty good as well, Mr. Wagner.
Yeah, and that's a set that looks cool. I'm guessing it's good on display as well.
Yeah, the tree does look cool. It's, you know, they didn't scrimp on it. Well, it is a licensed set. They can't scrimp, can they? But Buckshot would be shocked if a licensed theme set wasn't exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. A cat has just died. What is going on with you people? What are you working on tonight? Or are you all watching Jesse and Reed on a separate tab? Yeah, when you talk about sets being screen accurate, we just watched Iron Man 3 again, and I was remembering how they build the Mandarin to be this big main character, and then he just ends up being a red herring. And he's in the Lego sets. Because Lego thought he was going to be a big character, too.
MJ's building.
What are you building, MJ?
We ain't had no Cliff tonight. I hope Cliff is all right. Cliff normally pops in, doesn't he?
We haven't seen Cliff for, I think, a couple of weeks. I remember him being on last week. Maybe he was. I don't remember. He usually shows up a little later, so I have less. I keep worse track of when he's on.
Yeah. He's built the 3-in-1. He's built that. You know, MJ's got some cool sets. He's got some cool dragons, some new stuff, some old stuff. I'm just more into the old. I just like the older stuff. You know. What was it? I said to someone the other day, I said, do you know about the Lego Dacta nights, Mr. Wagner?
I believe I've heard of them before.
Right, yeah. Well, Lego Dacta is basically Lego's push of putting Lego into schools for educational purposes.
Oh, yeah, yes. I'm familiar with that. Yep.
And they bought out a couple of town sets. They also bought out a castle set. Again, we are talking, you know, this is not something that you would just find. You have to go looking for these things, but they are out there. I mean, yeah. You know, again, like you say, the knights from that would be on par, I would imagine, with the knights from the Yellow Castle.
Yeah.
You know, but again, if you're a castle person, again, what a really unique thing to get and find. You know, if you can find it, you know. I only ever knew about Dacta because I had it in, I think, yeah.
Oh, MJ Bay, are you building the Unicorn Castle? Yeah, D&D must be exciting if Reed is still lurking here.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I'll definitely get a copy of that. I want at least a few of those unicorns or Pegasus or whatever. Pegasus, not unicorns, sorry.
Have you noticed, Mr. Wagner,
I have noticed myself.
Ever since Reed started putting Mr. Hinkle's drawing people on Friday night, that I don't turn my camera on anymore.
That makes sense.
I thought you'd like that one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
See? Reed's his own worst enemy. Mind you, to be fair, Mr. Hinkle doesn't want to, or probably doesn't even need to draw me because I'm not pretty, so yeah.
You're not tempting the fickle finger of Hinkle?
Mr. Hinkle's on my side. He's going to help me get that advent calendar off Reed. So
yeah. He has been a champion of raffles and giveaways, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well,
I think he's also a champion of just trying to promote the stream more and get people more engaged. So he's fighting against Reed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, look, I said to Reed earlier before you opted in, Mr. Wagner, the last couple of Friday night bricks have been quite interesting. I've really enjoyed them. It reminded me of the old school Friday night bricks, you know?
Back when I was a boy. When did you first start on Friday Night Bricks?
When I appeared during lockdown.
Kevin Hinkle is our champion of follower recruitment. Read.
Yeah, I appeared during lockdown. I was not really blending too well with the Lego UK YouTubers. Although I did have a couple of pals, I'm not going to say I didn't. And yeah, then I met the Chopper. Chopper introduced me to the American bunch. Look, Oja, you don't need anything in your box, little Mr. Flexer over there with all your castle stay. He's got more castles than I have, Mr. Wagner. When you say to him, you're a castle guy, he says, I'm not a castle guy.
Oh, Hoosier?
Yeah.
I've heard that about him.
Yeah, that green horse barding, do you know the one I'm on about? The green one? Who's just got two? Who's just
Which
got
one's the green one?
the green with the gold dragon on it? That's quite rare. It only comes in one set, I think.
Brett, most of the bardings only come in one set.
I think it's a
Oh,
kingdom.
are you saying the green? Wait, did the Kingdom's Dragon have a green barding? I don't remember that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kingdoms had like a green and silver one, but I don't remember it. Maybe that's what you're talking about.
It could be silver. It could be gold. I don't know, but yeah. Hoosier's got two of them. It's like, look at these, Brett. He showed them to MJ the other day, and even MJ's like, dang, Hoosier. My little castle buddy. Yeah, no, after meeting Chopper, I met the rest of the bunch. And yeah, what was 7 years I've been on here? And I pretty much started with Reed straight away. He was doing his battleship stuff and all of that. That was long before Minecraft or any of that came. I used to sit and we'd chat while he was playing battleships and whatever on a Friday night. I was lucky enough before Mr. Hinkle ceased streaming to get on Mr. Hinkle's stream and build the Hidden Side Castle, which I consider an honour because I'd only just come on YouTube. And yeah, Mr. Hinkle's quite a name. So yeah, I was honoured to be able to get on there and build the Hidden Side Castle the day it came out in the UK. But yeah, no, I've always been on Reeds, but yeah. Sometimes I give him too much grief and he puts me on timeout step and forgets I'm there.
That hasn't happened recently.
No. And again, like I said, I sat with him through the battleship days. He sat and played Commodore. You know.
Huh. So this was pre-Friday Night Bricks?
Well, this is old Friday Night Bricks, you know.
Well, I mean, this falls into the 380 episodes, right?
Yeah. Like I said,
I joined a little before episode 100, I believe. So
I mean, let's face it, Mr. Wagner. It's pretty obvious we've both been on here a long time, and one of us has got a shirt, and the other one clearly hasn't.
well, one of us lives in cheap shipping distance.
Yeah, well, this is true, but I don't get it because I would have one made up for me saying, obviously, my name on the front, and then, yeah, Friday Night Bricks, and then, you know, on the back of the shirt, I would specifically say Friday Night Bricks, you know, youtube.com, you know, every Friday, see you there, you know. Then he can send it to me. I'll walk round and people will be like, what's that website on your back? I'll explain. I'll do all the stealing. I don't mind that. It's free advertising, Mr. Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, Not that I ever go into the numbers or anything like that, because I don't do enough videos. But when I used to be consistent with the videos, a lot of my viewers weren't from the UK. You know, so to have someone out there walking around shouting your name, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure he'd get round to it at some point.
I think it was more aimed at who was going to be at Brickworld Chicago and being able to have that on display there for people in the area.
Again, when I come over, I want to try and catch a show. Which show? I can't even fathom.
Brickworld Chicago is the best show.
Really?
Because it's not just a show, it's also a convention, which there are a few other conventions as well, but you would see a decent chunk of the people that are in our chat at Brickworld Chicago. Because the other big ones would be Brick Fair, which I don't know if we have a lot of people that from the stream that actually visit Brick Fair. And then what's the Seattle one? That's one of the other really big ones as well. I think it's Seattle. BrickCon. Is that the one that's out in Seattle?
Yeah.
It may be that some of the other brick shows have expanded in size and are now pretty comparable. But those used to be the big three. Yeah, BrickCon. Thanks, Reed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would say come to Brickworld Chicago.
And yeah, sorry, Reed. In answer to your question, I couldn't tell you what episode you were on when I joined. I'd like to say roughly around the 150 mark, I think. But yeah, that's
you were on before I was.
Are you sure?
I thought. I don't know. Were you up when what's his name was on? Not Brick Nerd. What's his? The one who passed away.
I don't think I was. I think I was just after that.
Okay. All right. Then I was before you. I didn't realize that.
I was going to
Reed
say.
can supply the name as well. Sadly, I can't figure it out off the top of my head. It's on the tip of my tongue now.
Yeah, Reed's got it there in the chat.
Yeah, Brick Freak. Thank you. I was like, it's not Brick Nerd.
Mm.
Yeah. So I was on here before. I had been on at least a number of episodes before he passed. So, and I think that was around episode like 98 or something. Reed, does that sound right? That was quite a while ago.
So that would pretty much be about what I said then, Mr. Wagner. If I reckon I came in about 150.
Yep. A week before, I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've always thought what Reed does for the charities as well. He never gets enough credit for that. You know, I mean,
that is true.
I take my hat off to the guy. He goes out and he does that for the kids. You know, that's some next level schnizzle, and you get much respect for stuff like that. You know, putting the needs of other people before yourself. Yeah, I can get down with that, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, and again, we did it with when Hoosier did the auction. When I first put that Children in Need teddy bear in the auction, because it's a UK only release, I found one in a poly bag sealed, and yeah, when that sold, the money went to a cancer charity. All of that, I think, you know, anything like that is brilliant, and the people that do it, yeah, just hats off to them, you know. Again, Reed included, he donates his own time, his own money,
his own brick.
Yeah, well, do you notice how I never see him in hospital with a bag of translucent, Mr. Wagner?
Yeah, well, no one else wants it, Brett.
Well, I thought the hospital had a clause. Look, Reed, you can get the kids Lego, but it can't be translucent. You can't be giving them all translucent.
We're also not giving them pickle flavored cookies, Brett.
Yeah.
So,
Reed's a good guy.
or what
You
would it be? Black pudding cookies?
Yeah.
Would that be a comparable?
Yeah. He's a good guy. He might not be good at D&D, but he's a good guy.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 109, 110.
Yeah, I reckon that was probably about 150, maybe.
Yeah, true, and that's right. When I came on, Mr. Hinkle was still screaming because it was a double Kevin situation for quite a while.
One Kevin's enough. I can promise.
One Kevin to rule them all.
Yeah. Well, you know, Mr. Wagner, you are living on that Home Alone money, aren't you?
On the what?
Home Alone money. Kevin!
Oh, yes, the Home Alone money. Yes, very good.
Yeah. Told you I'm on point tonight. On point. We've had Lego talk. We've had set talk. We've covered it all tonight.
We've had underwear talk.
Yeah. Well. For people who don't normally watch Friday Night Bricks, Reed is on a lot of medication. A lot of medication.
I started on Critical Bricks, I think. I was in for the first year of Critical Bricks, I believe. Although the first, I'm trying to think of what happened. There was an in-person session at Brick World 2 years ago that I couldn't make, but that was after we'd started Critical Bricks. So yeah, because I started off in Critical Bricks, that's right, and then I took over DMing for a while, and then I kind of moved myself after that just because of the time commitment and the hours at which it was conducted.
You know, I've always had my routine, and again, MJ will tell you. Me and MJ joke about this all the time. We say the one thing that you can guarantee is on a Friday, there be Reed.
Yep.
And you know,
yeah, and that would be about 2 years ago that started because it was about 6 months in at 2 Brick Worlds ago. Sorry, Brett. No, Reed's pretty reliable. As long as he's not stuck at his bowling center.
well, again, he's not seemed to be doing the bowling that much this year.
No.
You know, I mean, but then saying that, if he's doing multiple shows, you know, I would imagine it just gets.
Yeah, well, and I think he's really enjoying the D&D stuff, so I could see that taking priority over the bowling stuff.
Yeah.
If there's a potential conflict. I was before 140s. I was on before Brick Freak passed. I had been on multiple episodes before Brick Freak passed. I know that for sure. I wasn't a regular until probably 140s, 150s, but I was on here and there prior to that.
Yeah. No. I can remember some of the things that I've seen since I've been here again. You know, I knew who Moto was long before he ever went on Lego Masters from Reed, you know, things like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Again, we had Tim's Brick Adventure with Miss Haley up there in Texas. Tim's a banging guy again. He done Lego Masters. You know, then we had Get the Brick, which is another one. He's just done Lego Masters.
Yeah,
And
and see, if it wasn't Friday Night Bricks, then it's not me. Then I haven't been involved. Oh, that's what it was, Reed. That makes sense. Good.
back in lockdown, when I was in touch with Tasman Bricks, I also got to meet some of the Australian Lego Masters as well.
Well, and we've got Johnny G, our own Lego Master, on, right?
Well, this is it. This is it, you know. I'm not going to tell you anything other than this. Considering how much Johnny G talks about Paradisa, have a look if you watch the video that I said about Mr. Wagner and see if you can see any Paradisa.
That he owns very little to none of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all a red herring.
Like I say, you know, you get some time. I think it's an hour or two whose your stream was, but yeah, it's
if MJ Bay and Johnny G's collections are on there, I'm very much interested in seeing that. So
yeah,
I will try to watch it before the next week if I can. But keep bothering me about it until I watch it because I would be very interested in seeing that.
See, again, this is why I want to get the GoPro because
My question for Johnny G would be if he collected Mask, which is probably the one I was most interested in, and if he happens to have that old Knight Rider car that actually the doors open, it was remote control, kit talk. That was the toy I wanted the most as a kid, and I never got it.
Yeah.
That and the Knight Rider Big Wheel, although I was probably too big for big wheels at that time, anyways. But really wanted both of those.
Well, seeing as we're on with Mask, I know I had the red car, Mr. Wagner.
Yep, I had the red car.
Right.
I had a couple of the vehicles, but not a lot.
Listen to this. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you, Mr. Wagner. When I was a child, my mum's brother, my uncle,
It's usually how it works.
He, you know how you always have a weird uncle? He's weird but cool. Does that make sense?
It does.
Right. And I don't know, whatever. I must have been about 10-year-old. And we went round to this uncle's house. And again, it was a rare trip because my mum was unwell, so she didn't go out much. But we went round my uncle's. And I'm talking mid-80s, so it's got to be what, Adam West, when Adam West was doing Batman.
Was he still in the 80s? I mean, he was 60s and 70s. Was he still doing it in the 80s?
I don't know, but it was definitely repeats of.
Oh, yeah. It was on TV in the 80s. I know that. I remember watching it. Yep.
I remember my uncle giving me, before I ever saw any kind of toy or it ever appear on TV, it was like a battery powered toy, and it was like a pendulum. You had the centerpiece, you had an arm, and on the end of the arm you had a Batwing, and it had a Batman figure that went in the Batwing, and then what you do is turning it on and it would do like the full circumference of a circle round and round. Now, for years growing up as a child, I asked my parents, my nan, what happened to that set? Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
It never reappeared. I think I got to play with it twice as a child, Mr. Wagner, and I never saw it again.
Yeah.
You know, I'd hate to think, because like I said, I had never, ever, ever seen any kind of batwing. And this thing was an actual batwing, and it was in a box. It was all properly toy marked up.
Have fun, Reed. Good luck. Good riddance.
But yeah.
Finally have our show back to ourselves. Thank you for the useful information, Reed. Sorry, Brett, I keep interrupting you. So you were saying?
I never ever saw that toy again, but I've always wondered what happened to it, because I think it was, it must have been a prototype or something. My uncle must have known somebody in a toy. Because
yeah, that could be.
I've never seen another one, Mr. Wagner. Nothing that even resembles what I had.
Interesting.
Granted, I've never gone looking, but yeah.
You mean like Playwell Industries, Panda?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now the mask stuff, but Johnny G's got Castle Grayskull.
Yep.
He's got a lot of other nostalgic stuff. Yeah, he's got a nice room. He's got some nice Lego as well. He's got some vintage sets. He's got some raised base plates. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. Watch it.
Oh, it's too late. You completely spoiled it. Thanks a lot, Brett.
I haven't completely spoiled it. Listen.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The hearing about it doesn't complement the visual. Trust me, the visual's better. Right.
What have I done? All right. Well, I'm gonna have to wrap up here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we do an extra hour, didn't we?
We did. Pretty standard, really.
All right.
So thank you all for hanging out with us. A little easier with D&D having a slow start tonight, but either way, it's so appreciated. Thanks for the engaging conversation, Brett.
Well, you know the deal, Mr. Wagner. I help out where I can.
Mm-hmm. And good luck with any changes you make to your layout before we speak next, or if you're just mulling it over conceptually and have different ideas next week, we can talk as well. So
yeah, I'll get to it. Like I say, just a different look helped.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And good night, Panda. Thanks for sticking around. Good night, MJ Bay. Thanks for participating throughout. And I look forward to seeing your collection offline and repeats from Hoosier.
Yeah. Like I say, it's a good watch. Good watch.
All right. Let me see if I can do this correctly now. All right. I don't know. There might be a new one here. Let's try this. See how this looks. All right. Bye, all. Have a good week. See you next week. Bye, Brett.